Welcome back to Twist Mountain. We're pretty close to being done, I think, if the encounter rate is merciful, and today's freebie is a grass gem. Well, nothing really special considering those freebies that you get from Dust Clouds are much better in Black and White 2 since they can be used as money for the move tutors. But enough about that. I just wanted to come back to what I said on the last video about, helping me out with trading and stuff. A lot of you have offered me some help, so I'm glad to see that no matter what happens, I am going to be able to get something done in that department. I just wanted to point out, though, that there's a special version of Desmume that, when configured correctly, is able to go on Wi-Fi, but I tried it and I just haven't been able to make it work, so that's why I need your help for that. Also, shout out to the goddamn Cannon Man. No, don't worry. I haven't started handing out shout outs for free, mostly because I think the concept is stupid. It's just like, oh my god, he said my name, and that's nothing special. That's nothing special. Nonetheless, I feel obliged to give him one, because remember, a few weeks ago, I gave you guys a challenge where you had to beat the Elite Four in Black and White 2 using nothing but a Torterra. Well, the goddamn Cannon Man managed to do just that, so I'm going to put a link in the movie description to that if you want to see it. And as you can see, the dowsing machine's still pinging wildly for those items that can only be obtained in the winter, so we're going to have to come back here when December hits, I guess. This guy over here, I think he's the one that when you have beaten the game, you can come here every day, and he is going to give you a fossil. Except, it's any fossil except for the Generation 5 ones. And yes, this includes the old Amber, so you can potentially get an Aerodactyl from this guy. Now, I think we're about to hit level 46 on this fight, which is great because I'm going to be getting Petal Dance on Lilligant, a great combo, especially, of course, on the own tempo variant, which I have. 120 power is really, really impressive, and the great thing about that is that when I fight Boldors, I'm going to be able to take them out using only 1 PP, since Petal Dance only uses 1 PP over multiple turns, so it's going to allow me to last a bit longer in caves. Just going to change the order. Thank you very much. Petal Dance is now on top. So, yeah, since it attacks over multiple turns, I'm only going to be using 1 PP, so the only drawback to dealing with a sturdy Pokemon is that I'm going to have to take a hit, which isn't that bad considering this Lilligant also happens to have Giga Drain. Now, in this room, you just saw before the battle the Ice Rock, which is the similar Ice Rock to that on Route 217 in Sinnoh. It does the same thing in that it allows Eevee to evolve into Glaceon if you level up an Eevee in this room. So, one thing that I find really funny about this rock, though, is that in this game, Flash Cannon TM. This is pretty much the best special steel move that there is, but even so, I don't recommend using it on anything that doesn't get stab on it, and even on some things that get stab on it, it's a little dubious because steel just blows monkey chunks offensively. Yeah, the fun thing about that stone is that, as you probably have noticed, we can't get an Eevee in the main game in this game, but we can get to this rock in the main game. But in Black and White 2, you can get an Eevee in the main game, but you cannot get to this rock in the main game. You have to wait until the post-game if you want to get a Glaceon. So, I think that's sort of Game Freak's way of trolling Eevee fans a little. Not that it's completely undeserved, because I think the whole Eevee line is probably one of the most overrated things this franchise has brought us, right next to Charizard. And I'm gonna get so many death threats for having said this, but guess what? I don't care! It's my honest opinion! I don't get it! I don't get the deal with Eevee and its evolution. So yeah, It can evolve into 7 different Pokemon. Big deal! But, on a more serious note, though, I just want to say that this is going to be my last LP video for a while, because there's a project that I want to work on, well, it should be done. I don't know when it's going to be done. I'm going to upload it when it's done. But, yeah, it's, something that I've been looking forward to doing for a while now, and it's about time that I do it. So, until that time comes, there are going to be no more videos from me, sadly, but when it's done, you should probably get a whole lot of videos at once, because, let's face it, 15 minutes aren't going to be enough for that thing, probably not 30 minutes, and maybe even not 45 minutes. I honestly have no idea how long it's going to take. But don't worry, I promised that I was going to announce my next LP very soon. It's still going to come in the next few days, but other than that, no more videos for a little while until that little project I want to do is done. And that encounter rate in this final room, oh my god. I'm just trying to get to Sharon and that Plasma Grunt, but those wild Pokemon just won't let me. And the encounter rate was relatively decent in Twist Mountain, actually. That's what I was thinking. I didn't even say it, I was just thinking it, and it seems like that was still enough to jinx me. So, what's going on here? Yeah, as expected, Sharon completely thumps this Plasma Grunt. Yeah, some more calling out, I was about to say the forbidden word, Team Plasma on their hypocrisy, and they are just not gonna hear anything. And, okay, what's going on now? Oh, yeah, they found that thing they were looking for. They should head for the tower. And, yeah, that's not good. Team Plasma has obtained the power to change this world and end people's control over Pokemon. Not good. Not good at all. And we must use force in order to right the wrongs of this world, but what if you are the wrongs of this world? Does that mean that you have to forcefully commit suicide, stab yourself in the heart 35 times? Nonetheless, seems like Team Plasma pulled a Joker out of their collective asses and are now somehow winning. This is not the time to do that! You just heard Team Plasma. They're going to end Pokemon trainers. You don't have time to mope. And I think I'm going to mope about the encounter rates. I just wanted to see if Sharon had anything different to say if I triggered the conversation. But, you know, it was only one step. And guess on which step the random battle happens? Right there. So, do we have anything different? No. Still him moping about what Alder told him. It's a bit annoying that, you know, he still doesn't get it that, you know, he's a strong trainer, so he should use it to, you know, do good and stop Team Plasma and shit. And he just doesn't get a clue, does he? I mean, sure, he's probably my favorite rival in the series, if only because he's the most competent one of the bunch. But, he's still moping far too much about what Alder told him. I mean, with these events that are going on right now with Team Plasma, anyone else would get a clue. Oh, hey, look, Cedric Juniper is the Icirrus City Welcoming Committee. Yeah, time spent having fun together is also important, blah, blah, blah. Have you heard of Dragon Spiral Tower? Yes, this is the tower that the grunts were talking about earlier. I'm just answering no to make sure I don't miss out on any dialogue. It's said to be the Unova region's oldest building, and it's the place where legendary Pokemon came to life, or where they remain in deep slumber, obviously alluding to Reshiram and Zekrom. Just past Icirrus City, it's just to the north of it. No one's ever been inside, huh? I seriously doubt that. I mean, no one ever? Really? This reminds me of Final Fantasy VII near the beginning of the game. I think it was Jesse who tells you that each sector in Midgar was supposed to be a town originally, but nobody remembers the names of these towns. No one? Don't they have history books in Midgar or something? Anyway, we are now in Iciris City. As you can see, there are some swampy areas, and if you go in these, there are going to be wild Pokemon, so you want to avoid them if you're not interested in fighting wild Pokemon, much like for your usual tall grass. Yeah, if you walk in the wetlands, you might surprise wild Pokemon into popping out. So, yeah, as I was saying, Ultra Ball right here. You want to treat it like tall grass, even though it's all frozen over in the winter, so it's not as bad. Though you get to slip around on the ice, which I don't think has ever been fun. So let's try and find this item. It's right here. Of course! I pinpoint the exact tile, and here's a random battle for you. Awesome. Just awesome. Anyway, you might be wondering, well, if this town has ice in its name, then where's the snow? Where's the ice? Well, as you might have guessed, it's not a full-time ice city. It's only in the winter, but it's the only city that is snowy in the winter, hence the name, I would imagine. So, it was a max revive. And there are also many items in this area that can only be obtained in the winter once there's some more snow to give us access to more areas. So we're going to be coming back here in December and get those items. And once again, yeah, if there are any areas that you realize you can't get to, don't panic. You can get to them in the winter. Same for the next couple of areas, such as Dragon Spiral Tower, the outside part at least, Route 8, the Moor of Iciris. These and Twist Mountain are the areas you really want to revisit in the winter. So, let's check out what's in the Pokemon Center. Oh, yeah, remember! This guy over there, right next to the healing spot. Oh, I'm gonna get a gift. I'll give you this to commemorate this encounter with you. Yeah, great excuse there. Oh! Not complaining! Brick Break TM, one of the best fighting moves around because of its vast distribution, even though its power is sort of low. Its added effect can be sort of cool sometimes, though. So this guy over by the healing desk, he is a maniac, which is the name for those NPCs that are going to buy items off of you for twice the usual price. So, of course, I probably have a lot of these items. I'm gonna sell them off screen. I'm just gonna sell one of them right now to show you how it's done. I'm gonna sell a pearl because, why not? 1,400, the usual price is 700. So whenever you get a pearl or a nugget or whatever, anything that's called ore, except for the star pieces if you want to get those free PP ups at Anvil Town, but everything else that's an ore, you can give it to this guy and he's going to give you a hefty bit of money for it, which is why you do not want to sell these ores at any Pokemon Center before you reach Iciris City. And this goes for Black and White 2 as well. And these people are really doing nothing much. They don't even say anything helpful or anything related to the game at all. They're just cryptic hints as to Reshiram and Zekrom. But yeah, we get some more talk about the hero and the legendary Pokemon. So I guess this is sort of the counterpart to Celestic City, where everything is about the ancient myths and stuff. Though I guess Opalucid could also fit that bill as well, because you learn a lot of lore over there. Heard that Bryson was in the movies a long time ago. This is actually relevant because he makes a comeback at some point before Black and White 2 and starts doing movies again, and you are called to make movies with him. Well, whatever. Nothing very interesting here. So I guess that's going to be it for today. So next time, we are going to check out the remainder of Iciris City. And we're also going to complete our team. That's right. We're going to do that next time, whenever that is.